Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you're finding value in what we're exploring, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because your voice matters, and together we're building a community that thrives on reflection and growth. Have you ever found yourself marveling at those who, instead of filling the room with words, choose to let their silence speak for them? These individuals seem to have unlocked a secret to life that many miss. It's not just about what you say, but how you use your silence. There's a certain power in speaking less, in choosing moments of quiet over the need to constantly express. This isn't about holding back or suppressing your voice, it's about being intentional, making your words count when you do decide to speak. It's like being part of an exclusive club of quiet warriors who understand that sometimes, silence can say more than words ever could. Think of a time when someone stayed calm and quiet in a heated conversation, letting others reveal their thoughts and emotions while they simply observed. Their silence wasn't passive, but rather a deliberate act of control and observation. They knew, just as ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius did, that mastering silence gives you a kind of unshakable strength. It allows you to see through the noise, to understand the chaos around you without getting swept up in it. In moments of silence, you find clarity, not just about others but also about yourself. You learn to recognize the impulses and urges to react, and instead, you choose when and how to engage. Embracing silence doesn't just build strength, it creates space for understanding. In our noisy world, filled with distractions, there's a unique value in choosing to stay quiet, even when everything around you is screaming for your attention. By eliminating distractions, you allow yourself to focus on what truly matters. You give your thoughts room to breathe, and in doing so, your words carry more weight. The Stoics understood this well. They taught that silence is not emptiness, but a moment to reflect, to cultivate wisdom before deciding to speak. This practice transforms the quality of your communication, enriching not just what you say but also how it's received by others. Picture this: in a room full of people talking, someone remains silent, and suddenly, everyone is drawn to them. That's the magnetic power of silence. It creates curiosity, a subtle sense of intrigue. People wonder what's going on in the mind of someone who doesn't feel the need to constantly contribute to the noise. This is where silence attracts attention, not because it's void of expression but because it's so intentional. When you finally do speak, your words carry a gravity they wouldn't have had if you'd been talking all along. In silence, you build a kind of strength that few others possess. It's the strength of introspection, of looking inward and wrestling with your thoughts and emotions before reacting to the outside world. This inner dialogue is where true growth happens. It's like a mental gym where you strengthen your resilience, your ability to remain calm in the face of adversity. The Stoics believed deeply in this practice of self-reflection, and it's through silence that you cultivate the wisdom to face challenges with grace and clarity. But here's where it gets really powerful: silence not only strengthens you, it strengthens your relationships. When you choose to speak less, you're forced to listen more. And when you truly listen, without the intention of responding immediately, you engage on a deeper level. You connect with others in a way that's rare, because you're not just hearing their words, you're understanding the emotions behind them. This kind of listening fosters empathy, and it's in these moments that your relationships deepen. In negotiations, silence can be your greatest ally. When you hold back and let the other person speak, you gain valuable insights, not just into their words but into their intentions and their motivations. It's a strategy that puts you in control, not by dominating the conversation but by steering it in a direction that benefits you. In these moments, silence becomes more than just the absence of sound, it becomes a powerful tool that shifts the balance of power. Think about how many times we rush to fill the silence, believing that if we don't, we're somehow losing control. But the truth is, silence often gives us more control than speaking ever could. When you speak less, your words gain significance. They carry a depth that resonates more with those who hear them, making you not just a speaker but someone whose voice truly matters. This is a trait that can transform your personal and professional life, turning you into a person others look to for thoughtful, meaningful insight. As you navigate your days, consider the moments when silence could be more powerful than words. Maybe it's in a meeting where everyone is vying for attention, or in a personal conversation where emotions are running high. By choosing silence, you're choosing to stay grounded, to observe, and to learn. You're building strength not just in yourself but in the relationships around you, because silence fosters understanding and connection in ways that constant chatter never could. What's beautiful about silence is that it doesn't demand anything of you. It's simply a choice you make, to pause, to reflect, to hold back when the world expects you to engage. In doing so, you cultivate a life of intention, where your actions and your words align with your values. This is the heart of Stoic wisdom. It's not about retreating into silence, it's about using silence as a tool to enhance your life, your communication, and your relationships. As we continue to explore the power of silence, it's essential to recognize that this isn't just about words, it's about pride and humility as well. When you embrace silence, you free yourself from the need to prove yourself to others. You don't need to speak up to assert your worth, instead, you let your actions and your presence speak for you. This kind of quiet confidence is a rare trait, and it's one that others respect deeply. In moments of adversity, silence can be a shield. It allows you to stay calm and focused, to gather your thoughts before reacting. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that you find the strength to face challenges head-on, with clarity and purpose. The Stoics believed that adversity was not something to be feared but something to be embraced as an opportunity for growth. By staying silent, you create space for that growth to happen. In the end, silence is not about withdrawing from the world but about engaging with it more meaningfully. It's about choosing to listen rather than speak, to observe rather than react. And in doing so, you build a life that's not just quieter but richer, deeper, and more fulfilling. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where you feel the urge to speak up, consider the power of silence. It might just be the most impactful thing you can say. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below sharing how you plan to embrace silence in your own life. Together, we can continue this journey toward a more thoughtful, intentional way of living.